Hi, I'm going to share a great resource that I came across just recently, and it's called Class Dojo. It's a behavior management software. I'm going to show you a couple of quick things about it, as I think that you could use it in your classrooms. And I plan to launch it pretty soon. So I already created an account, so I'm going to go ahead and just log in and show you some things about how it works. Okay, so I've already uploaded all of my classes for this second semester. As you can see, I've got third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and I also have my pre-engineering class. This was a demo class that I was actually just kind of messing around with. So I'm going to show you a couple of things real quick, but to launch it so you can get an idea as to what it is, I'm going to go ahead and play this student video and let you watch that.
Hey, welcome to Class Dojo. Class Dojo is a tool that makes your classroom more fun, and it helps you become a better student too. Your teacher will set up Class Dojo and make a list of actions to try to do this year, like participating, helping others, and staying on task. When your teacher notices that you're doing these actions, you'll receive Dojo points. And at the end of the day, you can find out how you've done. You can see what you're doing well and also learn where you need improvement. The best part is this: you get your very own avatar. We'll give you one to start with, but you can make your own avatar once your teacher gives you your secret code. Log in at home using your secret code and you'll be able to make your own avatar. See how you did in class, and see all your friends too. We hope you love using Class Dojo, like millions of students all around the world do. Now, your teacher will tell you more about how you're going to use Class Dojo in your classroom. Have fun!
Okay, so just to show you how quick and easy it is to set this up, all you would do is you'd click Add a New Class, select the year that you teach. I teach 7th grade. I'm going to go ahead and pick Science, and I'll just make it a 7th period and I'll delete this later. Next. So here is one of the features that I really liked about this actually, is instead of having to enter all of the students one by one, you can copy and paste a list. So wherever you have a student roster, that would work for you. I'm going to go ahead and enter it from here, which is my teacher gradebook. So I'm going to run an attendance grid. And I'm just going to simply highlight the student rosters there, right click, copy, and then I'll go back to my Class Dojo page and I'm going to click on copy and paste list. I'm going to right click and paste my student list right there, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click save. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and click next. So if I come over here, this is where it allows me to look at the behaviors or even add my own behavior that I want to add. So let's say that this week I am looking at entry task completion. So I can click save. Oops, sorry, I'm not sure why that didn't work. Let's try it one more time. Entry task. Save. Okay, there we are. And then if I want to actually change the icon, I can just click right here and figure out how to change it. So let's say I want to change it to the check mark to show that it's done. So I'll just click that. So my idea is right here. Oops, sorry, there was my first one that I had there. If I want to edit or delete any of these other ones, like let's say that's the only one that I really wanted on there, I can go ahead and just go through here and delete any of these other ones that I want. And then to show you there's a negative side too. If there's bullying, there's disrespect, students that are off task or unprepared. So you can also look at those ones, change those, add them. You can just do 1 or 2 to focus on if you'd like to do that. I'll go ahead and click Save and Close. Connect students to account. So here, this is really handy. You just download the student invitation codes. And I'll look down here. And the roster that I just uploaded to that site actually shows right here. So you can see my students' names up here. This is my class. It gives the student account number and instructions of how they would log in. And then it also gives the parent code. And then down here, it's nice. It just populates this automatically. And this bottom part is the part that the parents would sign and return back to me so that they know that they also have access to this account so that they can check on their students. I'm going to go ahead and click that right now because I don't want to print those right now. So let's see here. I'll go ahead and I'm going to use this demo class here to show you. Actually, you know what? I'll use this one. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start, and this is how all of our kids would show up and populated in this class here. So what you could do is you could just simply click on them. Let's say, okay, they've got the entry task completed. If I wanted to award multiple students, so let's say that multiple students completed their task, instead of me going one by one, I could just do multiple, click on the ones that did complete it, and then choose which word I want to give them, and I'll do entry task complete. Now, if you had a smart board, this would be really handy to kind of actually just have up in front so students can see how they're doing. Now, this is what I kind of found interesting too. So if you have a negative one, let's say if the student was off task, it actually balances out their points. And so the student did have 1 point, and now they're back to 0. It does show an overall data that I'm going to show you in just a second of how you can look at that. Another thing that I really liked about this is that it had a timer. So if I was doing my entry task, let's say I wanted them to finish it in the first 5 minutes of class, I can put this up on the board, and it's going to count down from 5 minutes, letting them know that, letting them know the time that they have left to do their entry task. And then at the end is when I would award those points. You could also do this for group work. Let's say that I added one of the positive things as teamwork. If I give them 5 minutes to complete a task within a team, let's say you're doing rotational stations or whatnot in your classroom, then I can also use the same feature with the stopwatch and then just award those teamwork points as well. Okay, so you kind of see how that works. Go ahead and hide that timer. This randomize, let's say you want to call on students and you feel like you always call on the same student and you want to randomize it. You can use that button to actually call on students at random instead of pulling the old popsicle sticks and that sort of thing. Let's say they answer the question right away, so they got a participation point, and I can add that just like that. What other cool things did I see? So if you look at this, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and end the class right now because there's something I want to show you with the data. So if I look here, you can see all my students on the left-hand side, and this is an overall class. You can see up here it says whole class. So you can kind of see how we did. Now, I didn't have that many data points in there, but if you were entering more points, you would see more. If you went to the trend spotter, which is kind of a cool feature, and you wanted to see how your class was progressing throughout the week, so let's say it was just coming to class prepared, you could look throughout the week, and ideally you would see an increase in the number of participation and positive things that you would see for your students. Now, if I click on, let's see here. I can change this to mostly positive, mostly negatives. A lot of different fun things that you can look at in here that would be very helpful. Let's see if I just wanted to look at one of the behavioral things that I put on there, I could do that. If I wanted to just look at the weekdays, weekday, or even hour, that would be more for elementary school, I would think. But anyway, I really think that this is a great feature, and I hope that you guys like it, and I hope that you kind of actually just dig in, and it's really easy to get started and set up. And oh, one other thing actually I wanted to show you. Let me figure out. Let me go back here. down here it says New Parent Accounts Guide. So this is something that you could print off too, and it tells you how to print parent codes. It tells you a real quick, easy way that parents, if they just go in and sign in, you've already got their emails. If they take that sheet that the students brought home and they actually sign the bottom and log into the site themselves, it's really nice because they can actually, that automatically just signs them up, and then it sends out weekly reports to them so that they can see how their child is doing. It's really good for that partnership too with the parents. What can parents do? They can log in, they can view comments that we've made. So you want to look at this too. It's kind of cool. And then the new student accounts guide, that's down here as well. How to use student codes to sign in, invite the student codes, just different ways that you can get them on the site and going. So I hope you enjoyed the session and you learned something, and that hopefully you'll use this in your classroom. It's really easy to set up, and if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me at school. Otherwise, take care.